Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to... Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move... January 19th, 2024, Newton, Los Angeles. A routine stolen vehicle alert escalated fast when LAPD officers spotted a white Dodge Ram tied to armed suspect Mario Alvaraya. The pursuit ended when Alvaraya crashed into a parked car and fled toward a warehouse on East Pico Street. Officers chased him on foot as he ran inside.
And running inside a building down by the street.
The gun, prompting a brief shootout. He was struck, dropped the weapon, and collapsed. Officers moved in and took him into custody. Alvaraya now faces charges including assault with a deadly weapon on officers, felony evasion, and possessing a stolen vehicle.
Yeah, right there.
On July 15th, 2024, Metro Nashville detectives attempted to arrest murder suspect Mikial Williams at a Madison apartment complex. Williams exited a vehicle with a pistol, exchanging gunfire with Detective Carlos Diaz, who was shot in the leg.
Back up, back up. Hands up, right now. Hands up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Drop it. Don't move! Don't move! We got shots fired.
Detective Joseph Gonzalez returned fire, wounding Williams in the hip. Both survived. Williams faces a $1 million bond for a prior homicide. Late on July 10th, 2022, Johnny Santiago's mother called police from New York after hearing an argument between Santiago and his father at their home in Deltona. When police arrived, the house was empty.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired, Lake! Shots fired!
I'm coming traffic in the opposite lane, crossing back over, headed toward downtown.
Hours later, officers located the Ford F-150 that Santiago usually drove, but each time they tried to stop him, he sped away and disappeared until a police helicopter located the truck near US 441 and Eudora Road the following afternoon.
That's the meeting now. Holding the traffic about behind the cemetery.
He was shooting at me in front of the cemetery. We're still southbound coming up towards downtown Mount Dora. It's a white male, looked like a black handgun.
Copy, shots fired. Okay, I'll take a bullet to a church.
What followed was a high-speed chase through Mount Dora, which escalated into a street shootout. Santiago fired at officers from inside the truck, forcing officers to return fire before the pickup truck eventually crashed into a synagogue, abruptly ending the chaos. Santiago was wounded and taken to the hospital in stable condition. But the chase was only part of a darker story. Investigators believe the violence began after an argument with Santiago's father, who was later reported missing, and the teenager now faces charges of intentional homicide, firing from a vehicle, and dangerous fleeing, as detectives work to unravel how a family dispute escalated into a shooting, chase, and tragedy. On August 26, 2024, Bratton police spotted a yellow Lincoln Town car speeding at 80 miles per hour in a construction zone. The old sedan was moving too fast, weaving through traffic as if the driver was rushing somewhere against the law. As the officer approached, the Lincoln swerved even more, cutting across lanes and overtaking other vehicles. Instead of pulling over, he accelerated and sped down the left shoulder, trying to overtake the stop by taking advantage of the high speed on the highway to gain a few seconds. Suddenly, the Lincoln lost control violently, skidding and spiraling out of control. In an instant, it veered across the lane and crashed into a white Honda Accord. The impact sent the Lincoln spinning 360 degrees before slamming into a concrete barrier on the roadside, coming to a stop amidst a chaotic mess of debris and screeching traffic.
Please run across 630.
Where you at?
The driver, later identified as Joshua Haney, sprang out of the car and dashed across lanes on foot amidst oncoming vehicles traveling at high speed. After a brief chase on foot, he was subdued. Haney was treated for minor injuries before being taken into custody, facing a long list of serious charges.
Alright, check this shit.
This come out of his car?
While patrolling Central Avenue, officers spotted a vehicle with a cracked windshield and expired registration and signaled it to stop. The driver initially turned onto South Main Street, but when sirens blared in the South Walnut area, the driver sped away. Knowing they were in a residential area, the officers immediately attempted to intercept the vehicle using TVI. The impact caused the car to spin violently, hit a utility pole, flip over, and land in the parking lot of the Church of the Nazarene. But the chaos didn't end there. As the driver emerged from the rear driver's side door and lay face down, the vehicle continued to roll, striking a church sign, crossing the residential lawn, and finally crashing into a tree.
Just pit one out, 941 Zebra Victor Boy. Go ahead and get me an ambulance en route. Woodland Health Department. Hey, calm down, calm down. Hey, I got an ambulance on the way. Listen to me. Woodland Heights Department.
The suspect was taken to the hospital before being charged with a series of offenses, including fleeing in vehicle, reckless driving, no insurance, theft of property, and other violations. Police also determined the man had a felony warrant from the Newton County Sheriff's Office. Initial damage included a church sign worth approximately $1,000 and a utility pole worth approximately $1,500.
Don't believe I have any damage to my vehicle.
Oh God! Oh God!
In your car, drive away.
On February 7th, 2024, police responded to a report of a stolen Toyota Camry on East Dublin Granville Road. When officers tried to stop the vehicle, the driver sped off, triggering a pursuit. The chase ended in the Huntley Square parking lot where the suspect struck a police sergeant, dragging him across the hood. The sergeant fired his weapon, hitting the driver.
Stop the car!
Turn around, get in your car, drive away. Shot fired now, and also ran over 10-3, 10-3.
Despite being shot, the suspect continued driving and crashed into two other cars before being apprehended. She was identified as 32-year-old Holly Lynn Graham and taken to the hospital in critical condition. The incident has raised questions about her motives and why she chose such a reckless attempt to flee.
Good boy! Lethal, two in the car, two in the car!
Just before dawn at Deep Creek Youth Academy, a facility meant to rehabilitate but currently housing some of the state's most dangerous juvenile offenders, chaos erupted.
He picked up a perimeter proximity alert by a fence line. We cover the fence line. We're parallel on Ashland, just trying to fight our way through the woods. Come on.
Picked up a proximity alert.
Two teens launched a brutal attack on a staff member using a sock stuffed with a shower head and a homemade shank. They choked him unconscious, stole his keys and radio, and set off a daring escape. 3 more quickly joined in. While one was caught still on campus, the other 4 fled, slipping past a police perimeter. Multiple armed units, helicopters, and K-9 Bane were deployed. After a tense 2-mile manhunt, officers surrounded a suspicious vehicle, and inside were the 4 escapees.
Come out! Come out! Come out! Come out! Talking about this! Talking about this! Good boy! Talking about it! Crawl! Good boy! Lethal, chew in the car! Chew in the car! Get up! On the ground! Get out! Get out! On the ground! On the ground! On the ground! Get down! Get down! Get on the hold on, your hands behind your back. Rifle behind your back.
10-11.
The incident raises urgent questions. Why were teens with charges ranging from armed robbery to assaulting officers and bringing guns to school all held in the same facility? How did such a violent escape become possible?
029 ZMD, Black Dog Charger.
May 24th, 2024, approximately 11:15 a.m., a stop at a Circle K on South University Road and Colonel Glenn Street turned into chaos in seconds. Officers intercepted a black Dodge Charger driven by DeAndre Lamar Lucky. He pulled over next to the gas pumps, then sped off. The chase erupted west on Colonel Glenn Road. Lucky lost control once, then evaded the interception attempt and sped south on South University Road, exceeding 130 miles per hour. He veered along the shoulder, ignored traffic near the freeway ramps, and again spun around while turning, still on the move. Officers tapped his front tire to try and damage it, but he continued, merging onto I-30, where he crashed into a truck and was dragged nearly 200 feet before breaking free.
Just got on I-30, he just went underneath the semi.
I-30 east or west?
Eastbound, we're continuing to approach Garrett Springs.
30 eastbound, Garrett Springs.
Minutes later, a decisive maneuver by traffic police ended the incident. As the car spun, Lucky fell out and fled, crossing a side street into an apartment complex, rushing into an apartment and calling for help. A tenant signaled to the police, who agreed, and units stormed in, apprehending him without further resistance.
Running 30 east, Garrett Springs.
Inside the Charger, a loaded Glock 29, Lucky was treated for a broken wrist and abrasions, and was subsequently detained at the Pulaski County Detention Center, ending a chase that escalated from a gas station into a multi-vehicle accident. April 24th, 2026, U.S. Highway 412, west of Tontitown. Around 1:09 p.m., Trooper First Class Marshall Hill clocked a brown Chevy sedan blasting through a work zone at 77 to 78 miles per hour in a 45. Lights and siren came on by Wildcat Creek. The car was already pushing 105 miles per hour and still climbing.
Speed's 125, coming to Robinson. It's on a Chevy, or something brown color. Speed's 135.
The driver didn't stop. The chase erupted. Speed surged past 140 miles per hour as the sedan darted lane to lane, slicing through traffic near Illinois River by Robinson Road.
He's about to wreck out. Wreck out, roll over.
A final pass went wrong, an overcorrection in a curve. Car snapped sideways, slammed the median cable, tore through hundreds of feet, then flipped violently, rolling to a stop upside down in the westbound lanes.
1016.
Hill rushed in. Music blared from the wreck. Inside, a single driver, pinned. Identified as Krista Bunch, she muttered she got spooked and was late. EMS extricated and transported her before she was cleared and booked into Washington County Detention Center. Charges stacked: felony fleeing, reckless driving, excessive speed, unsafe lane use, and criminal mischief, ending a high-speed run in a violent rollover.
Is it just you, or is there